Good afternoon. So, can you hear? Had lunch? About to sleep. So, online student, just check everything is okay. Audio, video, all good to go. So, if you look at, we supposed to discuss today sociology orientation session. So, we will try to understand. So, how sociology optional supposed to be prepared on that. Before that, how many of you given UPSC till now? How many have written prelims or mains? No, we didn't attempt, not even once. So at least I assume that you know mains pattern. So something called mains exam is there, prelims is there, mains is there, interview is there. So if you look at in UPSC mains, so you need to select one optional, which most of you know that there will be paper 1, paper 2, correct? So have you seen any paper, recent, any previous paper, not just sociology, any optional paper, did you see? No. So till recently, there was not much restriction about the choice of the questions, but in recent time there is one restriction, optional paper also. What is restriction? So paper 1 consists of 250 marks, paper 2 consists of 250 marks, any optional for that matter, not just sociology alone. So each paper has 5 questions. So in 4 questions actually, in each paper there are 2 sections, section A, section B. So 8 questions are there. So let me take example of sociology paper 1. If you look at sociology paper 1 consists of section A, section B. So again it is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Important instruction that UPSC has given, we must know is question 1 is compulsory, question 5 is compulsory, meaning you must attempt these questions. In this question 1, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, like this 5 into 10 marks will be there in every optional. Section B also in 5th question, A, B, C, D, E, 5 into 10. Meaning in either paper 1 or paper 2, it does not matter. You have to check overall, first question compulsory in section A, section B, first question, meaning 5th question is compulsory. Then out of remaining, you have to attempt, so total 5 into 50 marks. This 50 marks is over, this 50 marks is over, 100 marks is over, 150 marks is remaining. For that 150 marks, what they have done, in every section sub part is there, A, B, C, 20, 20, 10. Like this 3 also, A, B, C, 4 also. Let me take a practical example. I completed question number 5, I completed question number 5. Now I have different options, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Out of these, I can attempt any 3 questions, but all 3 questions cannot be from single section. Meaning maximum how many questions I can attempt? 2 from this section, and at least I have to attempt one question from this only. Or I can attempt 2 questions from this section, 1 from this. So some people did not understand even this rule also, simply they have attempted all the 3 questions. Later they understood 50 marks they didn't attempt. So this is the pattern right now that UPSC pattern syllabus is going on for the mains. Hope so you understood. It's making some sense. So question number 1 compulsory, question number 5 compulsory. Apart from that, just now I said, when you are selecting, at least one question you should select from either of the sections. Meaning, if you attempt 2 questions from one, you must attempt 1 more question from the other section only. If you attempt all the 3 questions from one section, meaning you are leaving out 150 marks already. This is for every subject, not only for sociology optional, for every subject. And coming to exclusively about optional. Now, how should we select an optional, or why should we select an optional? What are the criteria? Suppose you have gone to some shopping. So how do you select a dress in online? Suppose you ordered some dress during this Amazon shopping. So what all you consider? Didn't order anything. Come on, Big Billion Day, so many offers were there. What all we consider? No consider at all. So what will you consider? Color, price, oh my god, brand, what else? Design also, yes. What about offers? Offers also. Suppose the dress is very nice, cost is just 10,000 rupees only, budget is only 1,000 rupees. What will you do? Save for later. Or we don't want to. Suppose dress is just 10 rupees, but it does not fit our size. Will you buy? No. So what is that primary criteria that you are making whenever you are making any choice in your life? We are making some choice today so that it will give optimal return in the future. So you selected that you want to prepare for UPSC. You made this choice by yourself. So why did you make this choice? Because you want yourself to be in some good position. How you are looking at all this color, price, design. Similarly, in UPSC preparation also, while selecting optional, cost benefit analysis. What is cost benefit analysis? How much time I am going to spend for this subject? How much is the return that I am going to get? So if you look at, first and foremost, in selecting optional, interest. Sir, why interest? I am saying in a funny manner or in the lighter sense. So optional is equal to girlfriend. Because see, sometimes you have to say sorry to her, sometimes if she is angry you have to take her out and you have to bear somehow. Correct only? Because most of the time you are going to spend in UPSC with whom? Not with girlfriend, with optional. So your optional is like your girlfriend. Meaning, if you make a wrong choice, consequences also we only have to face. If you make a right choice, it will become ideal couple, celebrity couple. Meaning, don't get tempted by some XYZ opinion. You take your time, don't be in hurry to decide. So based on your interest, what is meaning of interest? When you read a topic, you should feel good about it for the long hours. Suppose I am reading sociology optional paper, or for that matter any paper that I want to read, so you should get a feel good factor. First is interest. Second, success ratio. Just now I said cost benefit analysis. If you are preparing for that subject, how many marks you are going to cover? We will come to that little bit later when I talk about sociology. Third, time taken and syllabus. So how much time I need to spend, and syllabus is clearly defined or not, whether questions are direct or indirect. Availability of the resources. Now the problem is, information is not the problem, information overload is the problem. Too much of information available everywhere in the online. So interest, success rate, UPSC annual report itself will give different success rate of different optionals. Apart from that, define syllabus and then resources which are available, and how it is going to help at various stages of our exam, GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, and then interview stage, essay, all that. So we have to consider first all these parameters. Suppose you are in dilemma, you are not able to decide between 1 or 2. So what to do? Take NCERTs of that particular subject, read it and try to look at previous questions and try to answer whatever, even the wrong answer also it does not matter. For 1 or 2 questions, you will get a rough idea whether you are comfortable with this particular topic in answering or not. Say for example, I am in dilemma to choose whether I have to choose Telugu literature or I want to choose say history optional. So how do I decide? Look at previous questions, look at the syllabus, my interest, along with that you have to look at whether my writing skills, my interest matching with this, whether I am getting any advantage because of this, all that we have to look at. So given, so don't be in hurry to tempt into any optional. If you have decided sociology as an optional, well and good. If you didn't decide what you have to do, take time. You can take NCERT books, you can just go through it. So when you are going it, we are getting that feel good factor, okay, I can do it. Then you can think of. Also look at previous questions, and most likely if you look at in optional, so don't be in hurry to jump, but take time and then take a precise decision. So talk with, if your seniors, if anybody has given already that optional, or just go through various sources which are available online. But once you have decided that you want to prepare for sociology optional, then you can think. But why should we select a sociology optional? So if you look at, so as an IAS officer, what you are going to do? Sir, after becoming IAS, IPS, IRS, will think. Come on, every day you are going to deal with the society. A simple example, Anti-Dowry Act is passed in 1961. A child marriage is being organized in a place and dowry harassment is there. You came to know about it. Come on, you are the newly recruited IAS officer. So you are going and stopping the marriage. All relatives came and told, all the village people came and told. What is your problem? I mean, look at, according to law you studied, Anti-Dowry Act is passed in 1961, dowry should not be taken, minimum marriage age should be there according to law, child marriage is being performed. I am the officer, so I want to stop it. What is society's reaction? Who the bloody hell are you? I mean, look at the way they react. So, as an officer, you need to understand sociological perspective of the problem that you are facing. So, you need to understand that from holistically, from multi dimensions. Sir, what does it mean? See, every time we are writing ethics paper, we write that taking bribe is not correct, it is not ethical code of conduct. But so many bribes are happening, so many frauds are happening. So, as an administrator, when I am dealing with a sociological problem or a problem in the society, I need to understand from various dimensions: historical, cultural, political, economic, environmental, legal. A person is committing a crime. It appears as if a law is violated, but understand the sociological background of that person. So, why a person is becoming extremist, why a person is becoming Naxalite, why a person is becoming radical, why a person is becoming terrorist. Nobody is a born terrorist, nobody is a born Naxalite. So, how did you decide that you want to prepare for UPSC? Through some socialization process. So, first it will help you at various stages, and even after clearing services also, you have to deal with public only, so that sociological perspective will be developed. First, why should we select sociology optional? Second, if you look at, it overlaps with cost benefit analysis, it overlaps with syllabus of the other papers, because GS paper 1, there is something called Indian society, 5 to 6 questions will come, meaning roughly 60 marks. If you have taken sociology optional, you can directly attempt these questions in a better answer. In fact, compared to general studies candidate, you will be able to score more. GS paper 2, there is something called social justice, around 30 marks. And GS paper 3, some of the economic dimensions, poverty and employment, backwardness, regionalism, so some of the security issues. Apart from that, in paper 4, sociological values in ethics, around 30. I am just taking only average marks, plus invariably one essay you will be able to attempt with this holistic perspective. Meaning, if you prepare for sociology optional, you are not just preparing for 500 marks, plus without any additional effort, roughly including essay, if you look at overall, just know what all we covered, you are preparing for roughly around plus 750 or 800 marks. I am not exaggerating, but we are trying to attempt this much with the same preparation. The reason being, if you have that sociological background, your essay will become more valuable. Also, GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 relevant topics, we need not separately put the time for it. So, if you look at, apart from that, do you need to have any sociology background? Answer is no. Very easy to understand, very easy to read. Syllabus. Actually, it appears, I am going to cover to that little bit also. Paper 1 consists of 10 chapters, paper 2 consists of subunits, approximately around 10 or 20 units. But if you look at the syllabus of sociology, in paper 1, same topic, in paper 2, same topic appears to be there, some of the chapters, if you have seen the syllabus. Anyway, I am going to cover to one by one. So, what to do? Daily 3 hours, 3 months you can complete. So, ideally out of the 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours for preparation, half an hour for answer writing. So, one of the invaluable optional for UPSC preparation would be sociology, you can consider. Again, what is that examiner is expecting from sociology? So, see, take our own example of degree. You have studied your honors degree somewhere. So, your graduation which subject? Suppose someone has done BCom honors. So, what did we do in honors or in that degree? Very basics we started. Slowly the subjects will reach to the advanced level. Exactly. Optionals in UPSC, in the syllabus, optional standard would be honors standard. Sir, what is meaning of honors standard? Something higher than graduation, something less than post graduation, meaning the level of the subject. Not only sociology, any optional, if you look at UPSC question paper, and I have mentioned in the notification itself, optional would be at honors level. So, when I say honors level, we need to start from very basic and we need to move this advanced level where we will be able to satisfy the demand of the examiner. So, meaning whichever optional you take, you have to build up the basics and gradually move towards this level of honors level in whichever optional we are going to study. So, why should we select sociology optional? First, it is used in administration every day, 360-degree analysis of the society, you will become a better person. Apart from that, overlap with the other syllabus. Essay, it will be very helpful because at least one of the essays you can directly attempt with your sociological background. Besides, just now I said, if I were to select an optional, cost benefit analysis, 3 months I am going to put the effort, approximately how much return I am going to get. Do you need to have excellent English, Oxford English, Cambridge English? Not required. Basic minimum communication skills, more than enough. Should I read so many books and what is the nature of the questions? For this, I will allocate separate time, but right now, take your own example that every day we are using sociology, we are understanding sociology without realizing that we are using it. Very simple example, say a girl wants to prepare for army, navy, air force. So, what is parents' reaction? Suppose you yourself are telling your parents that you want to join in army in a specific combat role. What is your parents' reaction? Ammai kada, vere chinna job chuskochu kada. You are a girl, so don't take risky job. Go for IAS, it will be easy for you. Go for IRS, it will be easy for you. Because you are a girl, don't choose IPS. Who said that? Suppose a girl is wearing jeans pant and t-shirt and she is coming to the class, she is going under street. Society will not object? Will not object. Suppose a boy is wearing Punjabi dress and coming on the street. Suppose a boy is wearing sari and coming to a function. Look at. Who shaped our belief? Who shaped our thought? Who shaped that how it should be? Society only. So, every day we are using. You are going to a temple, everybody is leaving slippers outside, we are also leaving slippers outside. But we didn't ask, we didn't question. So, you are not one person, you are 3 persons. Study of these 3 persons is called as sociology in simple. Sir, we are only one person only sitting in the chair, sir. You are sitting only 1% here. Whom society think you are, whom you think you are, whom you really are. So, you are not one person, you are 3 persons. Whom society think you are, right now unemployed, preparing for exam. Whom we think you are? IAS, IPS want to transform India, Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav to Amrit Kal. Sabka saath, sabka vikas, sabka prayas. True? You are thinking that you are a future IAS officer. Whom you really are, trying to sleep and trying to control the sleep. That is the reality. So, we are having 3 persons inside us. So, study of all the 3 persons only is called as sociology in simple. Now, coming to syllabus aspect in paper 1 and paper 2. So, if you look at in paper 1, broadly there are 10 units. Before we start syllabus, what ideally we supposed to do? If I am aspirant, if I was preparing for sociology optional, what I have done and what I expect you to do. Don't directly jump into the syllabus. Don't directly go into the previous questions immediately. First, learn the terms related to that particular subject. See, take our own example. Before solving difficult mathematical equations in intermediate mathematics A, mathematics paper B, what did we do first? All the basics we covered. So, ideally what we are supposed to do? NCERT terms related to society and sociology, you can look at, just give a glance to it. So, you will come across various terms. I will put it around, paper 1 consists of around 100 to 150 concepts. You will come across so many terms: alienation, materialism, social fact, so Sanskritization, modernization, secularization, urbanization, nationalism, Naxalism, Maoism, Jingoism, Ramoism, Rojaism, whatever isms, all isms are there. Meaning, first try to know about the basic terminology. After that, you will get a rough glance of what is happening. So, then look at the syllabus. And in paper 1, first it is pronounced as fundamentals of sociology. Name itself says fundamentals of sociology, meaning from very basic we are going to start. So, our classes first 5 to 6 hours we will be allocating only to understand all the terms related to paper 1 of the sociology, means whatever terms which are mentioned in the syllabus. In simple, NCERT backside glossary will be there, terms will be there in society. So, first we are going to cover. Now, after that we will be actually looking at the syllabus copy, in which we need to get rough idea. So, fundamentals of sociology, in that first aspect is sociality as a discipline, meaning in simple how sociology evolved as a separate subject. So, right from Auguste Comte to the modern sociological thinkers, how sociology separately became as a subject. So, the theme of the particular chapter, we are going to study impact of thinkers, impact of French Revolution, what all changes that happened in Europe. See, we are product of our sociological background. A particular person has said something, it is because of the situations in which he is going through. So, first topic will provide us how the sociology subject evolved and its discipline vis-a-vis sociology anthropology, sociology political science, sociology public administration, sociology ethics, which means how this is separately created as a subject. So, the first theme of the first chapter, which we will be calling it as fundamentals of sociology, which is called as discipline. Then sociology as science. Now, what is science? What is an art? There is so much of scope for the interpretation that we call it as art. There is a reality, there is a formula, it is proven and it does not change anywhere, that is called as science. A plus B whole square formula in Hyderabad is also same, New York also same, Jharkhand also same, Assam also same. It is scientifically proven. Suppose you have seen a girl holding a lamp. What could be it? She wants to burn something, or she is indicating something, or she is fighting darkness in something. We do not know. What does it mean? Interpretation. Should we consider sociology as science? Should we consider sociology as an art? Or is it combination of both of them? Because some of the ideas given by thinkers are so illuminating that we consider it as science, and some of the ideas mentioned are so socialistic and so appealing and looking after from a humane perspective. So, should we consider it as art? So, that is the second chapter in first paper actually. Research methods. Sir, what is this research methods? Take your own example. You want to select a university to do a PhD, let us say in a particular subject. You will do some research about it. Come on, you will inquire about it. So, you joined in a hostel. How did you select that particular hostel? By doing some research. So, what are the various methods which are used by the thinkers in sociology which helped in development of the subject called sociology? That is called as research methods. Directly asking, indirectly asking, posing a question, questionnaire. Sometimes we will fill up the survey. So, when you are doing Amazon or Flipkart online shopping, If you fill up some survey, you are going to get some bonus points, extra cash. After watching a movie, somebody is asking you review. So research method meaning what techniques that they used to conduct a field study to say something. What is the credibility of that study? So that is called research methods. Coming to fourth chapter, very very important and crucial chapter, which generally students place is thinkers. So thinkers is the foundation for first paper, which is not so difficult, but we should know the right approach. I am saying every thinker gives some idea based on the sociological perspectives that they have, the contemporary situation that they have gone through, and it is the foundation for paper 1. Out of 250, roughly around 50% of the marks will come from thinker chapter. You need not by heart everything, you need not go for rote learning of the thinkers. You need to understand correctly the concept that thinker is trying to say, not by hearting, apply it to a real life example. And some thinkers are explicitly mentioned in the syllabus. So one of them is Karl Marx. See, even though he passed away so many centuries before, still people are discussing his ideas because his ideas are revolutionary. He simply did not say something. He said something and still society is talking about it. So what are the various ideas that he said? So if you are following newspapers, recently one of the girl who is working in Ernst and Young, E&Y, she committed suicide. Heard about it? Work pressure. Because of work pressure, a girl committed suicide. Is working in an organization called E&Y, Ernst and Young. So big discussion is going on the social media right now. Karl Marx gave a concept called alienation for this. See, look at. He said at that time, extreme specialization is happening in the society. In the process, people are not happy with themselves. They are getting money, they are going for the work, they are getting salary, but they feel empty inside because their work is not recognized. They are not part of the whole recognition. They are only part of one small. They are just a cog in the machine. Person is having money, person is having job, but inside he is not feeling happy with what he is doing. Meaning, not everybody is converting their passion into profession. Look at. Not everybody is converting their passion into their profession. Not everybody is having passion for their profession. Meaning, XYZ person is doing something because money is there. But money is not the only product in life. Some people are so poor that they have only money. So look at the concept of alienation of the Karl Marx. He says, you yourself don't like sometime because the work that you are doing, you don't like it. You don't associate it. You are doing it only because of financial obligations, social obligations, economic obligations. So look at the idea that he has given so many centuries before, right now we are discussing every day. If you just understand alienation as a theory, but if you apply it to a real life example, take your own example. How did you select a particular degree course? Why did you do a particular stream? What is your graduation stream? BTech CSE, Computer Science Engineering. Did you like Computer Science Engineering subject? What are you telling, sir? We like it very much. Maybe some subjects you may have liked, some subjects you may not have liked. So who told you to take Computer Science Engineering? Our seniors told life will be good, but their life only is not good. Sir, what does it mean? Our thoughts, our beliefs, our ideas are formed by somebody else. So one more concept of Karl Marx, which is an historical discussion, historical materialism. Sir, what is historical materialism? Karl Marx says there are only two types of people in the world, rich and poor, haves and have-nots. I will come to that little bit. But historical materialism simply one line says, economic structure is the infrastructure on which society, family, kinship, religion, superstructure is built. Now it appears to be very complicated theory, but if you break it down into small pieces, in society, economic structure. Economic structure meaning mode of production, relationship of the production, how money is generated. This is called as economic structure. This changes superstructure in the society. What is superstructure in the society? Religion, family, kinship, they keep on changing. Meaning, there is change in the money that the society has, there is a change correspondingly. Now, it appears to be a little bit complicated, but if you break it down, have you heard about something called dink culture? What is dink culture? Have you heard about this word called dink culture? Double income or no kids? What are you saying, sir? Double income and no kids. What does it mean? Both husband and wife are earning, but they don't want to have child. This culture is going even right now in India. And look at the Karl Marx historical materialism. Change in economic structure will bring change in the superstructure. Money is increasing, individuality is increasing, collectiveness and cooperation is decreasing, diverse cases are increasing, and people are becoming so selfish. That's the reason why family system in India right now is being disturbed. Very relevant. Once upon a time, we used to have a joint family. So 2 generations, 3 generations together we used to stay. But right now everybody wants individuality and privacy. So immediately after the marriage, what is the demand of newly married girl? We want to live separate. Come on, ask your parents, separation of everything. I mean, that's true only. But look at, money alone is not a product in life, dear. So in simple, why crimes are increasing? So for the last 75 years, if government is launching so many poverty and unemployment eradication programs, why still poverty is there? Sir, what does it mean? So historical materialism says that in a simple way, when economic structure changes, superstructure changes. So if you link it with the real life examples, see, once upon a time, till Second World War, Britain was considered to be most powerful nation in the world. But right now, there is no one single superpower. I am saying war is the best business in the world because it disturbs the economic structure. Once upon a time, India was considered as a third world country which nobody was respecting, but right now everybody is giving respect to India. Why? Economic power is changing. So the idea that Karl Marx has given, historical materialism. Again, one more concept which is very relevant, everyday discussion will happen in the society is class struggle. So right now, which class you belongs to? Sociology optional class. Class is an economic status. Class in itself, class for itself. Class position keeps on changing. So Karl Marx says, radical ideology. There are only 2 classes in the world, haves and have-nots. Meaning, he is trying to say, history is a struggle between haves and have-nots. Whoever has money, whoever did not have money, there was a fight. That fight is called as history. Look at, why did British come to India? For trading, spices and textiles. But look at how powerful they became. So right now, take our own example. Why do you want to prepare for UPSC? What is the reason for preparing for UPSC? We want to improve your class status. True? Your family status, your status in the society, your relative status, your group status, we want to improve. So he is saying the fight between haves and have-nots is called as history. Statement seems to be very radical but realistic. And he expects that in future, every society would become communist society, which will be a classless society because all the resources will be collectively owned. There is no rich, there is no poor, and because of the collective ownership of the resources, there is no private property. So classless society will happen. So he dreamt of having a society without classes. So look at the relevance of the classes right now. Maybe Karl Marx said in difficult terms, but our way to understand the class. When you are going to a relative's house right now for a wedding, they are not respecting us much. Why they are not respecting us? They feel that we are economically low class compared to them. After clearing civil services, you are going to their house. What happens to respect? Red carpet will be there. Hey, Baladanove, Murakpote Inkorestar Nuve chief guest. My listen service ostundani. What changed? Class status changed. Our parents are supporting us because they want us to be in goods in the society. Society terminology only. So this is class. Caste is ascribed by birth. Class can be changed anytime. A family right now may be rich class, it might become poor class. Somebody is maybe middle class. So how this class dynamics are changing, how this struggle between class is going on, that is what Karl Marx briefly said. Then there is one more uncle called Weber. This uncle is saying bureaucracy, ideal type, different types, but I will just briefly tell only one concept about Weber. Interesting concept, power and authority. He says power is coercion, forceful, authority is legitimate, and he will give different examples. Meaning, we are forced to follow something even if you don't like it, that is called as power. We are accepting and then we are following it, that is called as authority. Seems to be some sense. You don't want to wear a helmet, but traffic police is standing there. So what will you do? So you don't want to follow it, but you are forced to follow it. Did you understand what I am saying? Again he says, how the different types of authority is there. See, power corrupts the people, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Entire politics can be understood that it's a game of the power. Who is within the ruling party, who is within the opposition party, what is that they are trying to do? Change the power. It's a game of the power. So how authority is decided? How authority is given? Charismatic authority, traditional authority, legal rational authority. You are a district SP. A brown NM pistol is given, 6 bullets are given. You want to shoot your ex. Can you shoot your ex? No, you can shoot with camera, but not with the gun. Because that power is given to you, that authority is given to you with an accountability. You are supposed to use it in a responsible manner. So that's what Weber uncle says about power, authority. He also says how religion is responsible for capitalism, Protestant ethic and spirit of capitalism. So he gave a concept called ideal type, meaning what are the ideal futures of bureaucracy, how bureaucracy should be functioning, how bureaucracy is functioning, what is the difference. So he came up with this broad idea called ideal type, bureaucracy, social action, Protestant ethic, all this. Then there is one more uncle by name Durkheim. So this person is talking about division of labor in the society, organic solidarity, but it's okay, this sociological term, but in simple. So in a village, take in India, somebody is doing dhobi work, washing of the clothes. Somebody is working as a barber, and someone is working as a farmer, someone is working as a priest. There is a division of labor, but together as society they are existing as one. How? How this division of labor started, industrialization started, mechanization started. Now, theory seems to be little bit vague, but in reality, fight going on between the workers and the management. That's nothing but conflict of interest, division of labor. We'll be studying something called gig economy in the current affairs. What is gig economy? There are no proper rules and regulations of work. So Zomato, Swiggy, delivery boy. So division of labor. And Durkheim is also saying social fact, religion in society, and he touches very important concept called suicide. I mean, he tries to understand why a person is committing suicide, why that person has to take this extreme step, what could be the reason for this extreme step. Meaning, sometimes a person seems to be so successful, he has money, he has fame, but still he committed suicide. Possible? There are so many celebrities like that, whose suicide is a mystery. Now, in what circumstances a person is taking that extreme step? Who is responsible? So, farmer suicides are happening. Who is responsible? Only farmer is responsible. Global warming is responsible. Climate change is responsible. Agriculture ministry is responsible. So, you will understand that not just from one dimension, from various dimensions. In what circumstances that person is taking extreme step. So religion and society. See, science does not need religion, religion does not need science, but man needs both of them. Even our ISRO scientists, before launching a rocket, they are breaking coconut and they are praying to God. God, we have done everything our level best, take care. And foreign tourists are coming, foreign scientists are coming to know spiritual tourism is increasing in India. Science is not able to answer some of the questions. In quest of them, they are coming to India, for which we are providing answers, spirituality. After achieving so much, someone is becoming philosophical, someone is becoming monk. Meaning still science is not able to answer something. So I said a statement, religion does not need science, science does not need religion, but man needs both of them. Now apart from that, deviance and conformity of the Merton. What is the meaning of deviance? What is the meaning of conformity? When you are in the society, what is society? Group of people is called as society. So an individual, group of related individuals is called as family, related people is called as community, together is called as society. Correct? So there is one concept called functionalism. What is this functionalism? If all the units in the society function properly, overall unit also will function very nicely. Simple example, a person in the family is following ethics, is a good person, he is very lovable person. What happens to family also? Very good. If family is very good, what happens to society also? What happens to overall group also? So if an individual is facing a problem, to provide emotional support and the necessary support, the system of family came up. What is a family? Of course, now definition changed. He, she can be a family, he can be a family, he, she can be a family. Because recently one girl married herself. What about sologamy? A girl by name Shama Bindu, she married herself. అమ్మాయి తనను తానే పెళ్లి చేసుకుంది, తనను తానే తాళగట్టింది. ఎంత బాగుంటుందో ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు అమ్మాయిలు. సో ఐ మీన్, see, look at it, became a big debate. Again, once upon a time, look at the way society was looking at LGBT community, but look at the way right now we are looking at. So conformity and deviance. If people are not following the expected behavior in the society, how society punishes that person? See, once upon a time, love marriage was considered to be very sinful activity. ఇదే తరతరాల పెద్దరికం, కుటుంబ పరువు మంట కలిపావు కదే, ఇంకెప్పుడు ఇంట్లోకి రావద్దు అని బయట తోసేసేవాళ్ళు పాత సినిమాల్లో. అదే కొత్త సినిమాలు అయితే ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, మాకు తెలుసు ముందే మీరు ఒకరు ఇద్దరు వస్తారని. దర్ ఇస్ చేంజ్ ఇన్ ద సొసైటీ. సో కన్ఫార్మిటీ అండ్ డీవియన్స్. సో ఏ గర్ల్ వెంట్ టు parents and told that she wants to marry other girl. Love marriage only. Look at the way society react, look at the way parents react. Why do we expect that she is deviating from the norms in the society? Understood? So society is following expected behavior, not following expected behavior. So you are going to a temple, look at the way you dress. In temple, inside, you are singing a song linely. In front of the God. Look at the people's reaction around you. Evadra babu inta talented. Deviant behavior. You went to your friend birthday party. In that birthday party, you were singing a devotional song. Anta Ramayam. Look at what is expected behavior, what is not expected behavior. Take our own example in the class. How we sit in the class, how we behave in the class, how we behave outside. So who told that? We have learned through our family, friends, relatives, school, colleges, universities, education, peer group. So all this is part of systematic study. So in simple, systematic study of the society scientifically is called as sociology. So apart from that, if you look at self, I and me. Evaru sir maddalo veelu muguru. Self is different, I is different, me is different. Some philosophy, but in simple, I said one statement. You are not one person, you are three persons. Whom society think you are, whom you think you are, whom you really are. Sir, everybody says this thinker's part seems to be difficult. What should we do for thinker's part? It is not difficult, it is very easy only. Only thing, correct approach should be followed. So how should we do? What should we do? Simple. What is expected in the exam from thinker's perspective? Thinker gave a concept. For that concept, sociological perspective we need to understand premise. Premise means what is he is saying, salient features about that. And obviously, after watching a movie, you will express your opinion. That opinion may be criticism. So somebody else criticized this particular topic. So we call it as critic. And then relevance of that concept today, comparative study. Comparative study means related to that particular topic, what are the other thinkers have told? What does it mean? Religion, what Marx said. Religion, what Weber said. Religion, what Parson said. So it's not difficult, it's very easy only. What should be your approach for thinker? If at all you are serious about sociology optional and thinkers, in one A4 paper, write a concept of the thinker and look at the previous question on that specific topic. This is not only for this topic, any topic. First syllabus, then micro topic. After that, look at the previous questions. There is something called New Vishal question bank. Last 15 to 20 years, they arranged all the questions. So take the questions about that particular topic. Say example of alienation. Previous questions in that alienation topic. Discuss alienation, critically analyze alienation, compare and contrast alienation. So do you think alienation is relevant right now? Are you feeling alienated in UPSC preparation? Something like that questions came. So when you arrange all the questions in the order, we got different words. Discuss, examine, compare, contrast, criticize, relevance, 4 or 5 broad headings we will get. So for every topic we are supposed to prepare like that. Maybe one thinker, one topic, one A4 paper, just attach wherever you see regularly. Whenever you are feeling bored, you can speak with the thinker. Hi dude, how are you? So regularly when you follow it, it is very, very easy only, not so difficult. In fact, next in paper 1 is stratification and mobility. Now what is stratification? Take right now Indian society. What are the various divisions in Indian society? North India, South India, black people, white people, rich people, poor people, rural people, urban people, educated, uneducated, ప్రేమించేవాళ్ళు ప్రేమించబడేవాళ్ళు, మోసం చేసేవాళ్ళు మోసపోయేవాళ్ళు, చెప్పేవాళ్ళు వినేవాళ్ళు, నిద్రపోతున్న వాళ్ళు నిద్రను కంట్రోల్ చేసుకుంటున్న వాళ్ళు. So different layers of the society, meaning stratification in the society is the different layers of the society. True only? Sir, what does it mean? How different divisions in the society are formed? IAS, non-IAS, IPS, non-IPS. So look at in Banjara Hills, Jubilee Hills, look at the divisions that are available in the society. So stratification, different layers of the society, how they are evolved. Mobility. Mobility is not just transportation from one place to other place, social mobility. Once upon a time, the family which was considered as a king now became poor. మీనింగ్ ఎప్పుడు ఎందుకు బాహుబలి వాళ్ళ ఫ్యామిలీ వాళ్ళే రాజులు అవ్వాలి, కట్టప్ప పిల్లల ఫ్యామిలీ అవ్వకూడదా, వాళ్ళ కింగ్ అవ్వకూడదా, కట్టప్ప బ్యాచులరా? సో మీనింగ్ స్లేవరీ. సో వై ఓన్లీ వన్ ఫ్యామిలీ ఈజ్ రూలింగ్ కంటిన్యూస్లీ? వై కాంట్ somebody else become the king? Once upon a time who was powerful is not powerful right now. Once upon a time those who were considered economically powerful, politically powerful is not considered powerful right now. How this mobility is changing? See, we used to respect earlier somebody because of their caste, but right now Indian society is more conscious about class as well as caste. Suppose a girl went to parents and told, "Daddy, I want to marry this boy." What is the first question that is asked? ఎంత సంపాదిస్తాడు? ఓ 10 కోట్లు అనుకున్నాం కానీ 10,000 వస్తున్నాయి ప్రతి మంత్. Immediately rejected. Class is also considered, caste is also considered, family background is also considered, his educational qualifications are considered. Stratification and mobility. You as an individual, how you are changing in the society. Group, your family is changing the society, your community is changing the society. So this is called as stratification and mobility. And work and economic life. See, not only for UPSC, even for every day, very, 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 very important, there is a work-life balance. Every day, you have to meet the most beautiful person in your life, that is yourself. You have to spend time for yourself. So don't miss to see the most beautiful person in your life. Meaning you have to spend time with yourself. Otherwise what happens? Life will become autopilot. What is autopilot mode? So automatically coming to the class, sleeping and over. So going to a job, working, it is over. Then who are you? What is your identity? You have to create not your existence, your presence in the society. Society should know who you are. So which means work and economic life is relevant even right now. So recently, a software engineer got 2 offers. In one company 23 lakhs, in one company 15 lakhs. He opted for a 15 lakh offer but not 23 lakh offer. But social media asked the question, you are a foolish fellow. See, look at, somebody is offering 23 lakhs, someone is offering 15 lakhs. But he is selecting a 15 lakh offer but not 23 lakh offer. Social media asked a question. He said interestingly, money is not the only product in life, money is a byproduct in life. If you love what you do and if you are doing what you love, money is the only byproduct in life. Meaning, he selected his interest and his choice than the money. Possible? Some people are so poor that they have only money. That is the problem. So work and economic life will tell us leisure. Suppose Dasra time, holidays are there. How will you spend your leisure? Eating, sleeping, repeating, watching Netflix. So different people spend. What is enjoyment for one person may not be enjoyment for the other person. For someone, drinking is enjoyment, not water bottles. For someone, making memes is enjoyment. For someone, watching TV is enjoyment. For someone, looking at UPSC previous questions is enjoyment because we don't know answer for anything. And for someone, just sleeping is enjoyment. So how the leisure activity is changing, and when leisure is changing, how different people are spending. So this is called as work and economic life. Then politics and society. How politics are shaping. Democracy is choosing best among the worst option, unfortunate to say. Of the people, by the people, for the people. That's why they are buying at the time of elections. After elections are over, nobody is coming forward, and you want to tell your problem, nobody is listening. Of the people, by the people, for the people became by the people, for the people, of the people. Unfortunately, that is a dirty politics game that we are playing. And who is electing these dirty fellows? I mean, not all fellows are dirty. We the people, solemnly resolve. So you want to contest elections. You told parents, I study Lakshmikant uncle. He said, MPs powers, MLA powers, I want to contest elections. What is parents' reaction? Why? Muscle power, financial power. So politics and society. If you say right to equality and equality of opportunity, all this, why only some people are getting into politics? Why you and me are not getting into politics? By mistake, if we contest elections, our family members only will not vote for us. We are getting only one vote. Meaning, why only power is getting circulated among some people in the society? How is that shaping? Just before the elections, politicians are promising so many things, but in reality, why that is not getting materialized? See, Indira Gandhi started something called Garibi Hatao. Her opposition party started Indira Hatao. So many welfare policies, if really political will is there, they are committed to develop society. Why poverty exists, why unemployment exists, why only some sections of the society is getting benefits? Apart from that, religion and society. So how the concept of religion started, how the belief is started. So someone thinks if they go to Chilkur Balaji temple, they will get selected for civil services. I mean, that is their belief. Someone thinks that if they go to some holy place or holy guru, now look at the controversy that is going on about Isa Foundation. So why, after having everything, people are going towards social engineering and all this art of meditation, art of living? Meaning, how individually changing? Kinship. See, a person, one of your relatives met with an accident. Why every relative will come and visit them? What could be the reason? It's a support system. So when our group collectively is fighting with the other group, together as a group we are protecting our interest. That is called as kinship. Bandhuvulu ante evaru? Function kochi tini paaripoye vallu kaadu bandhuvulu. That is not the intention of the kinship. When a family is in trouble, whatever support that is provided, that should be provided. That is the reason why we formed as a group. So in a school, college, university, you had reference group of your friends, similar wavelength, similar match. So in simple, what is this kinship? You are average of 5 persons with whom you are spending every day your time. ఒక రోజులో ఎక్కువ 5 మంది అయితే మీరు టైం స్పెండ్ చేస్తున్నారో you will get the similar futures and similar qualities. Then coming to social change. What is the social change that we are doing right now in the society? If you look at, individuality is growing, collectiveness of the family is not there, values and ethics are getting degenerated. And if you look at night life, once upon a time was considered as a crime, but right now there is a separate place for the nightlife enjoyment itself. What is enjoyment is varying from person to person. Breakup, not Indian culture. Makeup, not Indian culture. Pack up, not Indian culture. Cheating, not Indian culture. Chatting, not Indian culture. Live in relationship, not Indian culture. Having children without the marriage, abortion. So look at all the social things that we are doing. Sir, why we are not in a position to eradicate social evil? So if a person is a criminal as doing criminal activity, we are just looking at that he performed a criminal activity, but we are not understanding the sociological background. There was no one to tell him that it is not good code of conduct. So our teacher said, always speak the truth. But as we grow up, we understood it comes with terms and conditions. Suppose teacher is stupid. Can you tell directly, sir, you are stupid? We should tell indirectly. Your boss is idiot. Will you tell directly, boss, you are idiot, I don't want to work under you? So what does it mean? Our thoughts, our beliefs, what we are today is because of the socialization process. So this is all is mentioned in paper 1, which will provide us a basic framework of the understanding. In simple, entire paper 1 includes roughly around 60 to 70 sociology terms and concepts from the perspective of the thinkers, and then we'll apply it to the second paper. Second paper is easy comparatively first paper, which consists of 3 sections: Indian society, structure of the society, and social change in the Indian society. So 3 sections in paper, or you can say second paper, Indian society. Perspectives are there, 3-4 thinkers are there: Gurye, M.N. Srinivas, E.R. Desai. We were under the British rule for 200 years. So many socio-economic reforms were introduced during British time. Abolition of sati. So still colonial legacy is being continued. Still study in polity, even right now, Government of India Act 1935 is largely influencing our structure. So what is the colonial rule? What are the changes that they brought in from socio-economic political perspective? How still that is being continued? Again, agrarian classes, rural classes, caste system, tribal system, kinship system, religion system. If you are following a current affairs, a student from the lower caste was not allowed to drink water in a school because upper caste kids were there in that school. So a student was feeling thirsty. He is from the poor class, poor caste. When he started drinking water, the remaining kids started coming and beating that kid. What is that we are teaching? So what is the use of all this nonsense? When we say Article 17, abolition of untouchability. Officially untouchability is abolished, but untouchability exists in different forms. Intercaste marriages, interreligious marriages. Look at the way society reacts. So a girl and boy eloped, love marriage. Look at the way society look at their family, look at the way society look at their relatives. So how is this caste formed? How is this rural-urban divide is there? Tribal families. So recent Supreme Court judgment, sub-classification of reservation of SCs. So what are the multi-dimensional perspective? Political dimension, economic dimension, technical dimension, environmental dimension, legal dimension, cultural dimension, historical dimension on the basis for the reservation. Then social change, industrialization, urbanization. India is growing, but Bharat is still in dark. India is rapidly increasing, but Bharat is still in dark. Social movement, population dynamics, regionalism, extremism. So there is one question. There are so many isms in India, but one ism is missing, that is nationalism. There are so many millions of Telugu people, there are so many millions of Kannadigas, There are so many millions of Malayalis, but very few Indians. So in simple, paper 1 will provide us basis of understanding of the concepts, application of them to the Indian society by taking case study from Indian example is paper 2. What should we do? An aspirant, what is supposed to do? Integrated preparation for paper 1 and paper 2. So first we will be doing NCERT terms, then I will be explaining, if you look at sociology terms in paper 1, after that you can give a basic reading of IGNO BA material for the topic. Suppose you are doing family kinship topic. So in family kinship, IGNO BA material. So once we have done with the NCERT, sociology terms, IGNO BA material, we will be covering the actual topic and we will be solving the previous questions dimension related to it. For every micro topic, we will make our own notes. Even if you are preparing on your own, even if you don't want to take coaching also, the procedure is same. First read NCERT terms, then keep the previous questions, look at the syllabus copy, take one micro topic, look at the previous questions and find out the dimensions, and then take material. So what are the sources that we need to follow? Actually, market is flooded with material, plethora of material is available, but in simple, how to prepare? Just now I said NCERT, Indian society, IGNO, BA and MA, not everything but related to that particular topic, plus Harlambas, there is one book. In book, right from first page to last page, everything is not required. As and when the relevant topic comes, I will be sharing the PDF related to only that particular topic. So we just read to selectively read this Harlambas book. Plus for thinkers, there is a book called Ridger, red book, because in first paper 50% of the marks are allocated for thinkers. Plus one crisp book is available in the market, Essential Sociology by Nitin Sangwan. So only one single book for all the syllabus topics in a crisp notes, but that alone is not sufficient for every topic. We need to build up the material, we need to do value addition. So in simple, these are the sources. Then what are the steps involved in preparation? First step, if you have decided already, you can start with the NCERTs. Second step, as and when classes commences, so we will be starting the basic term and we will be covering the respective standard material. I will be dictating the notes also. So after that, I will ask you to go through the PDF of relevant topic. Plus, if you look at the end of every micro topic, we have to discuss previous mains questions also, and in a class of 3 hours, 2.5 hours we will be covering a topic. Last half an hour, compulsorily one question we will solve in the class itself, so that you will get to use the handwriting, especially mains answer writing directly we will not get to the examiner demand. Sir, how do we know what is that examiner is expecting from this? Simple answer, previous questions are man ki baat of the examiner. What is there in the dil, inside of the examiner mind, will understand from previous questions. So correct approach should be, you can relevant toppers notes also you can rely, but I would suggest that might have worked for that specific topper. It's available in online, so much of toppers notes is also available, but it is better you should develop your own notes, so that we will get a holistic understanding. Then apart from this, each topic, if you are able to make a template meaning the theory, concept, criticism, contribution, relevance, comparative study. So once you are done with the template, answer structure is same. So based on the questions we will change. Now apart from that, sir, in paper 2 preparation, generally aspirants are afraid because score is little bit low. What is the reason for this? I will tell you the reason why aspirants are getting less marks in paper 2. Don't try to attempt paper 2 questions from GS perspective, try to attempt that question from sociological perspective. Sir, what is the meaning of sociological perspective? What is the meaning of GS perspective? Let me take an example. Do you think marriage age for a girl should be increased from 18 to 21 years? Suppose it is asked in GS paper 1 Indian society. Normally you can write positives, negatives, arguments and so on. Suppose the same question appeared in Sociology paper 2. Use sociology terms that we already covered in paper 1. Organic solidarity, social fact, deviance, and quote from reports, newspapers, editorials, thinkers. Apply paper 1 concepts to the social issue that you are explaining, then your answer becomes sociology answer. Let me take one more example. Social media. Critically examine the impact of social media. So, normal general answer we are writing what is media, what is social media, what is fourth estate, positives, negatives and so on. So, when you are writing sociology answer, what you are trying to do? You are trying to use the thinker's perspective also and you are linking it. In simple, application of paper 1 concept and link with the real life examples and case studies in India, that is paper 2. That is what I said. Religion society, politics society, so family and kinship. Paper 1 also is there, paper 2 also there. We will do integrated preparation of the chapters. So, apart from that, answer writing. What should we do for the answer writing, sir? See, answer writing consists of introduction, body, conclusion. One of the quote, you write to know what you think. You write to know what you think. So, when you keep on the paper, every answer is a correct answer, but how better your answer is compared to your competitor. So, introduction, someone can open with a definition, someone can open with a quotation, someone can give a thinker's perspective, someone can take current affairs perspective, someone can take case study from the newspaper. So, all the different creative way of introduction. Body should consist of main. So, heading, subheading, diagrams, flowchart, so that your answer is visible. Less time, more visibility. Conclusion, don't take a radical stand. When I say radical stand, only one point of perspective. Go for a balanced stand which will fetch you more marks. For example, a question is being asked. Do you think that women reservation should be given? Someone is writing an answer, a boy is writing an answer. No, women reservation should not be given because it leads to oppression and suppression and depression of men. What if the examiner is woman? Opposite. A girl is writing an answer that we should kill all the men because all criminal activities are happening because of men. We should establish a society without men. What if the examiner is man? Try to understand. So, you argue positive, you argue negative and end with a positive note in a balanced note. No doubt, despite challenges, women reservation is a significant socio-economic reform in promoting gender equality. So, what does it mean? You are sending positive or telling negative, at the same time you are balancing the answer also. So, go for balanced approach. In interview, compulsorily there will be questions on burning social topics. Now, look at cheap liquor. Again, right now, look at the issue that is nationwide attention, increasing crimes on women. So, what are the reasons? What are the sociological reasons, political reasons, economic reasons, technological reasons? Education, is it good or bad? Education is the best weapon to change the world. But however, if educated person is not using knowledge for the society, he is becoming disastrous to the society. So, if you look at, try to have own notes, frequent revision, mind map and entire sociology can be converted into 200 or 300 pages, roughly A4 paper with a mind map notes. Sir, for whom sociology is suitable? If you don't have any background, in less time you want to complete the syllabus, very good. You have keen understanding of knowing a concept from multi-dimension, it is very useful. Basic answer writing skills, yes, I said. If I were to select an optional, I have to consider time, syllabus, resources, availability, cost benefit analysis and so on. So, in simple, from exam perspective, value addition comes to the next part. Meaning one have done with the basic notes of my preparation for every topic and micro topic. Don't worry, detailed notes will be given to you. Value addition component. Suppose you are reading editorial in Hindu paper, you are reading editorial in Indian Express. A person who is at very high level position in a reputed organization has written that article. He used some quotations, 2-3 quotations. So you can take that quote, data, report, and sociology blogs also are there, magazines, economic, political, weekly, Yojana, Kurukshetra, summaries are available. Wherever relevant topic came, we will use that relevant data to make our answer enriched. This is next level of value addition. Again, sir, how much time is required? 3 months time. If you can allocate daily 3 hours of your time. 3 hours of class notes, 3 hours of class time is enough. After class, what is expected of you? Revise the class notes, whatever PDF is shared to you, go through it, do evaluation from that, and how to recollect the thinkers, especially. Simple logic, very easy. Whichever micro topic that you studied, explain to your friend. That is the easy way to remember. And make a mind map. What is a mind map? Important concept of the thinker, subheadings on the thinker, criticism, relevance, only keywords. And for every thinker, for every concept, roughly 3 to 4 A4 papers. Entire thinkers can be covered in around 20 to 25 A4 paper size, headings and subheadings. Whenever the question comes, according to the demand of the question, we will change the answer. Template is same, structure is same. According to the demand of the exam, we will change the answers. So, approximately how much time is required? 3 to 3.5 months, because we will be having around 220 to 250 hours of the classes. And every micro topic we will be having question and answer. We will discuss the question answers also here. After every topic, previous mains questions also would be covered to know that examiner's demand. So, in simple, if you have decided that you want to select a sociology optional, this will be your approach. Still, if you are in dilemma, you can just decide whether to take or not by looking at all these parameters. You can just glance through NCERTs just to know what are the various topics that are involved. In simple, after sociology, you will become a better person because you will not understand issues only from one dimension, you will understand from multiple dimensions. So, right now we are criticizing government is not doing that, government is not doing this, political criticism. But constructive criticism, a value based argument, scientific study, that is what we are going to do. See, whatever we said and done, still in India patriarchal mentality is continuing. Male ego is not accepting a female as the boss. True? Sexual harassment of women at workplace. When a boy is born, hearty congratulations. When a girl is born, better luck next time. Look at the attitude of the Indian society. Boys are considered as assets, girls are considered as liabilities, but reality is both are non-performing assets. True? So, you will understand a social issue not just from one dimension, from pestle dimension, political, economic, environmental, social, technical, legal, ecological, all that. So, in simple, for every social issue that we are studying, you will get 360 degree analysis. So, for second paper, what should we do? Social issues by Ramahuja. And from current affairs, I will be giving a compilation of the related social topics. So, for example, if you look at so many social issues which are in the news, abortion, her body, her choice, live-in relationship. Also, Supreme Court said that girls also can be recruited in combat roles. Women also should be considered as co-partner. So, there is a change in the perception. In simple, how society was earlier, how society is now, how society is changing. That is called as sociology in one line answer. What happened in the past, what is happening right now, and what is going to happen in the future. Either we are following or we are not following. If we are not following, what mechanisms are there to set right it? for so many years, for so many centuries, for so many decades, how societies evolved. So Adam and Eve, two people, later became society, later became family, later became community, later became society. So in simple, good person, good family equal to good society. That is called as sociology. But if someone is deviating from this, what mechanism we have, what steps we supposed to do, and what steps you have to consider, in what way we can set right the system. See, a kid was naughty in the school, he was disturbing the class. So what teacher does? Teacher is trying to punish. Why teacher is punishing? Expected behavior in the class is different, what he is doing is different, there is a deviation, he is setting right. So take our own example, are parents looking to our WhatsApp every day? No sir, violation of privacy, what are you talking? When will they tell something seriously to us? When you are deviating from a good path according to them, then they will try to correct us. So how society was functioning, what are the deviations, how society is correcting itself, it is continuously correcting itself and it is changing, it has been changing. Right from ancient civilization to the modern day world, how different societies evolved. So what is society? You, me and our together is called as society. So in simple, what is expected of an aspirant from sociology? Minimum basic communication skills and at least daily 2 to 3 hours time you have to allocate. Answer writing, one disclaimer, you should not postpone answer writing to till the completion of the entire syllabus. No, that is a disaster. For every micro topic, suppose Monday to Friday I have done a class in a particular topic. Saturday immediately questions will be there on that particular topic. So we should start answer writing even from very first itself. And till we start our classes, what should we do, sir? You are reading a small Hindu editorial. Just think about that issue from multiple dimensions. Reflect, meaning your own opinion, your understanding from that dimension. So it will help you in getting a balanced approach for mains answer writing. Now what is the success ratio of the sociology optional? Almost a top 10 rankers, if you look at first 1 to 10, invariably 2 or 3 people are from sociology optional. And resources, select the resources wisely. Every resource from first page to last page, not important, not to be read. For that micro topic, specific syllabus, specific structure, only that much you have to do. Sir, is it better to change the optionals? I will suggest take time and then decide instead of frequently changing the optional. So continuously put the effort. Average writing, you will be getting around 250 to 270 marks if you attempt all the questions by the relevant data. The real challenge is how do we improve these marks from 270 to 300 plus. Here your hard work matters, where value addition component, your creativity, how creatively you open up the introduction, how creatively you convey the data, how creatively you present your diagram, how do you take up the current burning topic of India's case examples to code the answers. So this part is going to fetch you additional marks in interview also. So it is useful at various levels. So mains, interview level, and more important, you will become a better administrator and you will try to understand the social issues from a holistic dimension. For example, if you go to one part of India, still there are some tribal people who believe that India is ruled by the British because they are not connected with the mainstream society. We are talking about Azadi Ka Amrit Kal. Not all villages in India do not have proper transportation, basic facility like water. So after getting selected for civil services, Bharat Darshan. What is the purpose of Bharat Darshan? Studies are over. Now go and examine practically how the society is functioning. So why are they taking up for Bharat Darshan? What is the insight? As an administrator, try to observe the society from the field in a realistic manner. Theory is theory, no practicals. So in simple, this is all overview about sociology optional, what is expected, and the entire syllabus I will only deal with it. So hopefully we are planning to start the batch from November onwards. So if at all you have decided already, well and good, you are still in dilemma, you can just consider, you can go through it. And so if you have any questions now related to not only sociology but overall, you can ask. Open-ended questions, online students, are you there? So any question related to sociology preparation, strategy, all that. Sociology optional with the other optionals. See, again I said, every optional has positive, every optional has some not negative challenge to it. I would say personally, if that question is asked to me, you select whichever optional you choose, it does not matter. Every optional is good, every option is equally challenging. Rather than comparing like that, you try to improve your skills to match with the demand of that optional. Meaning, for me PSIR is good, for my friend public administration is good, for my one more friend sociology is good, for my one more friend anthropology is good, according to his choice. Let it be. For that optional, whichever skills are required to score marks, you need to improve your skills. So I am making a big disclaimer here. Every option is equally good, every option is equally scoring, every option is equally remunerative. Example to understand, suppose I am taking geography optional. Whenever I am quoting the answers, whenever I am writing the answers, I should have the ability to present through diagrams. So I should improve my mapping skills to match with the scores. If I am taking sociology optional, especially in paper 2, I should improve my answer writing skills in such a way that my answer will not be a general answer. That's what I said. Suppose I am taking an optional called mathematics. If I am good at getting full answer, so question problem, I am good at that, then I will go for that. So that's what I am saying. Just because All India rank 1 selected one particular optional, it does not mean that if you select that optional will become topper. No. Whichever subject you like, whichever optional you select, in that get the necessary skills to maximize your marks. So that is a better way, instead of directly saying that this is good, this is not so good, because every option is good. Because see, for someone Samantha is beautiful, for someone Nayanthara is beautiful, for someone Kajal is beautiful. So beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. అన్నం చూసే కళ్ళలో కాదు, అర్థం చేసుకునే మనసులో ఉంటుంది. మీనింగ్ ఫర్ సమ్మన్ సోషియాలజీ ఇస్ బ్యూటిఫుల్, ఫర్ సమ్మన్ ఆంథ్రోపాలజీ ఇస్ బ్యూటిఫుల్, ఫర్ సమ్మన్ విచ్ ఎవర్ సబ్జెక్ట్. సో వీ కెనాట్ సే లైక్ దట్ దిస్ ఈస్ గుడ్, దిస్ ఈస్ నాట్ బ్యాడ్. వాట్ ఎల్స్? ఎనఫ్? నో? ఆన్లైన్ స్టూడెంట్స్, ఎనీ అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ బిఫోర్ వి వైండ్ అప్? Suppose you have decided that you want to prepare for sociology. Till the classes start, what should we do? What should we do? Meditation. Not in the class, dear. You can start with NCERTs. It's okay. Available. Online itself is available. So just give a normal casual reading. See, I am not saying studying. I am saying reading. What is the difference between reading and studying? From exam perspective, from syllabus perspective, we are observing that, then that is called as study. We just were knowing what is there, what to know, that is called as reading. So you can just give a glance of NCERT, and still if you want something material, so I told you already, this is my Telegram channel. So I will be posting BA material, IGNO, sociology material in the group. Vishnu sir, IAS educator. In that, in sociology heading, so I will be posting BA IGNO material of basic understanding. So you can just, whenever you are free, you can go through it. So apart from that, sir, for answer writing, what to do? Till classes start, not after classes, till classes start. Best option available. Every day keep writing one essay about yourself. What are you talking, sir? Every day essay about ourselves. If you think it's very difficult, take up the Hindu editorial burning topic. Don't try to copy as it is from that. Think, reflect for some time, and then start putting that on paper. What are your thoughts? So because by the time actually we start our answer writing in the mains, the necessary handwriting skills will be improved. First day I asked you a question, why are you preparing for UPSC? You told some answer. After coaching is getting over, I am asking the same question again, why are you preparing for UPSC? There is a change in the answer? Value addition happened in the answer? Before going to the personality test, what happened to the answer? Answer will be enriched. So your personality, your attitude is main thing in UPSC preparation. Once again I am saying, very bold statement, your attitude, not your aptitude, which determines your altitude. Your attitude, not your aptitude, which determines your altitude, because if you have right attitude, even if you don't have the skills, you will acquire the skills to become the topper for whatever subject you like. If your attitude is not correct, even if you are talented, even if you have skills, you will not meet the demand of the examiner. So which means, even if you are not capable, if you have the right attitude that you can do it, you will develop the skills required to do that. So only matters is positive attitude, planned preparation strategy. I am expecting that all of you are preparing for 2025 or 2026, correct only? So plan properly. Before you give your attempt, one round of optional. When I say optional, not just listening to the class, apart from class, make own notes for every micro topic. One round of GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4 basic idea. Once in a week, whenever you get free time, keep writing one essay, or if not possible, at least once in a month, keep writing an essay. So before, whenever you are planning to give the attempt, suppose I am giving attempt in 2025, how will I plan? Till December or January, I will be attending optional classes and I will be trying to make the notes out of it and GS basic idea, and I will try to collect the necessary material and make a template ready for the mains. And from January onwards, I will be revising daily optional for 1 hour and shift towards GS from prelims orientation. See, there is nothing called prelim, there is nothing called mains. Same topic, you are understanding, and then you are solving the previous prelims questions to know the holistically, that is prelims preparation. Theme of the question, and you are trying to cover holistically, that is for mains preparation. So if you are planning to give attempt in 2026, you have still valuable time. First, I will be completing full preparation of the optional. After that, I will be switching over to the GS, paper wise. Every paper I will prepare my own notes, then switch over to the test series. So depending upon when you are going to give the attempt, depending upon time that you have, so you can plan. So at least daily 4 to 5 hours of consistent preparation is what matters. Maybe 1.5 hour or 2 hours for optional, at least 2 GS subjects, 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour, 1 newspaper. Again, we are not doing any research on any topic, we are just building up the basic. See, first time you started driving a bike, look at what happened? Skills were not there. But look at right now, what are you doing? Driving bike without hands. He became skillful. Revision is very, very important. You have to plan revision every day also, weekly also, monthly also. One technique to remember anything that we study is explain to the others. 90% or 95% retention will be there only when you explain to the other person. Suppose your roommate is not in a position to take the coaching. Whatever topic you studied, not only sociology optional, give him 5 rupees 5-star chocolate and explain what all you studied. To explain to that person, first you should study, you should have the clarity, and you will get that command on that particular topic. So again, sir, we are giving 2025 attempt, we don't have time, what to do? If 2 or 3 friends are there together, form a study group, let one person complete one part and give summary note to the other person. What if all are not studying? Nothing can be done. If all are serious and studying, in less time, more effort and more result. So this is what is in brief about sociology, sociology optional, what should be done. Hope so. I did not allow you to sleep. Correct? So anything else? Shall we wind up? Feeling angry? Feeling angry? No. Thank you for lively session, online students. So this is all for sociology optional and what's supposed to be done. Anyway, I am going to give micro schedule also. Micro schedule means 2.5 months, each lecture what is the topic that we are going to cover. Before itself it will be given, so that you will get a rough idea before we start our classes in that week what are the topics we are going to cover. So micro topic schedule also is given, and most likely every Saturday we will be having test on whatever topic that are dealt from Monday to Friday, optional classes. So we are thinking right now optional timings supposed to be from 2:30 to 5 in the evening. So again subjective, but if at all, so that is optional timings around roughly 2:30 to 5 in the afternoon. So hopefully we will meet again in sociology optional classes. Okay, thank you.